Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Tonight, whenever you are watching, listen, we are coming in to you today to talk to you on a special edition of KBBU Behind the Scenes. KBBU Behind the Scenes is with Miss Sonetta Willingham. Hey! We are here literally behind the scenes today, and we are behind the scenes doing what? We are here getting my feet done. That's right. We are getting my feet done at her actual facility. Look at this beautiful place, y'all. Let me show y'all. We want to just show y'all. Look at it. Come and get your nails done. Come and get your feet done. Come and get it done. We are coming to you live behind the scenes today. So we just want to come in and let you guys see that we are for real about the things that we be talking about. Now, as an elite entrepreneur, one of the things that we do is we have a associate certification, right, Sonetta?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We have a bachelor's association and we have a VIP Association. So Miss Sonetta has been certified in the bachelor certification and the VIP master certification here at Kingdom Builders Business University. Look at her getting her work on, getting her work on.
Yes.
Hey.
And praise.
Okay, praise and work at the same time. That's how we do it over here at Kingdom Builders. Yes. So, listen, we wanted to come live today to talk to you guys just about some things that we know that you might be concerned about as an entrepreneur. And if this is your first time watching, welcome to KBBU TV show and podcast. My name is KB Michelle Green. That stands for Kingdom Builders. Kingdom Builders is our brand, and what we do is we help elite entrepreneurs to be empowered to actually expand their business, to be able to grow and change and have their mindset shifted. That's what we do here at KBBU. We help the elite entrepreneur to be empowered for excellence. That's what we do here at KBBU. So listen, if this is your first time watching and you're trying to figure out exactly what's going on, normally we would come to you with a message directly on a particular topic about how to take care of your business if you are a business owner. Even if you're not a business owner, maybe you're still self employed. Self employment is really good as well. And that there is a big difference between the two. So if you're self employed, it means that you're just working by yourself. If you are a business owner, it means that you have a staff, you have employees, independent contractors, volunteers, interns. You have people that are a part of your organization, and it's not just you that you're dependent on for you to be able to make money in business. So, regardless of what position you hold, you need to be here in the KBBU atmosphere, in the school, learning and growing because we handle all things business. And I mean everything business. So we have four core courses at KBBU. The first course that we handle is business setup and security. So we teach you all of the legal ramifications around the things that you need as a business owner on paper as well as to secure your business. The second thing we do is we help you with funding, marketing, media, and credit. We help you with funding. We help you with management of your business and automations. We help you with pretty much everything that there is that a business owner needs. And so what we want to do is we want to have you come into the school so that you can actually enjoy the learning process and the action steps that are necessary for you to take in order to be a business owner. And today we are going to talk with Miss Sonetta, who is a graduate of KBBU. And we're going to talk with her about some things that maybe you might be wondering as it relates to how does a business owner get their own facility? How do they get their own facility? And we are here literally live while I'm getting my nails done. If you just came in, talking to Miss Anetta. So I got to choose which polish. What polish do y'all think I should get? I like, ooh, looky here, looky here, looky here. Listen, let me see. I think I'm gonna. Oh, I like this one. I like that. It got a little shimmy shimmy in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do a bright color today. I'm excited. Woo, yes. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so let's talk to Miss Anetta. We're gonna talk to Miss Anetta about what is the process of actually getting a building as an elite entrepreneur. What are the steps of becoming?
Becoming. First, you got to get your mind right. Oh Lord, to make the decision to do it, just step out in faith, talk to God, and do it. My steps was first I talked with Miss Michelle, um, and I got a realtor to help me with the commercial space. So you have to do some searching. Your idea of what is in your vision to I ain't gonna say facilitate, but you got to know what your vision is to see where you want to be. Do parking, what can hold your clientele. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna say for now. That's
Okay.
the parts.
Okay. All right. So, we're gonna come back to Miss Anetta in just a minute, so she can go ahead and get them toes painted. Okay. But anywho, so that's a good way to start. Look, what is your vision as an elite entrepreneur? What are the things that you really have in your mind as a business owner of how far you want to take your business? And just knowing what the plan is. Do you know what the plan should be as a business owner? Are you thinking from a perspective of your end goal? Where do you really want to end up? And not just physically where you want to end up, but also mentally where you want to end up. Like, do you need do you think that you need to further your education? Do you think that you need more knowledge and understanding as you became a business owner? Now, what's the next step? Because I think that we oftentimes just kind of like don't really consider the fact that we we get to one level, but then there's another level always that we need to grow to. There's always another level that we need to expand to. And a lot of times when we're starting out, because we're excited about our journey, whatever our products and services are going to be, and we kind of just get blindsided by the future end result mentally because we're thinking about just the right now and what we have going on, but we're not really thinking about the end goal. Do we want to have multiple buildings? Do we want to have multiple locations? Are we looking at, what's going to be the best for our particular situation? If we are single, if we're married, if we are divorced, if we got kids, we don't really think about outside of the box other than that product or service that we're dealing with. So I like that Sonetta said that the first step is, just figuring out what it is that you really want. What do you, as a business owner, as a self employed person who is running their own product or service, what exactly is it that you want? So I like that. And the second thing she said is then figuring out exactly where you want to be. So, where do you want to be? Is it that you want to be in a particular type area? Do you have you considered, like she said, the shape of the building or the parking lot? Have you considered the outside of the streets that you are going to have people pass by? Have you considered like how well you would be able to advertise as it relates to being a business owner. So those are some things, because a lot of people, when it comes to being a business owner, what they tend to do is they forget about the fact that they are going to be responsible for everything that they obtain. And whether or not you even want to purchase versus rent a building for your particular business, and how long will it take you to accrue being comfortable with the amount of money that it will take to maintain the location. Okay, I think that's huge. I think that's really huge. All right. So after you get the building, what are some of the challenges, Sonetta, that you have had to endure once you got into a space?
Um, okay, so once I got into a space, one, you thinking that you're going to your your doors are gonna run over with people want to work with you. Clientele is just gonna come in the door, but you still have to work hard, probably a little harder than what you have done in the past. Um, get something that you can afford on by yourself with God help, of course, but um, because profit don't always come immediately. If I said that right,
Yeah.
yeah. And you still have to put out. You think that okay, it's gonna be easy? No, it ain't gonna be easy at all. Um, what other hardships? Um, you have to deal with people. Um, everybody don't come from the same background as you. Everybody don't have the same work ethics as you. So you have to maneuver through all of that and plus run a business as well. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Those are some good pointers. Okay. So the first thing you were talking about is, understanding that just because you have a vision and you got big dreams and big goals doesn't mean that that's how it's going to pan out.
Yeah.
I mean, as business owners, we definitely can dream. Let's just say that. We can definitely dream the dream. We can have these big visions, and even if it's on paper, yes, it's going to come true, but I think that we all tend to fool ourselves a little bit with the end result of that vision, that dream, that goal versus the beginning stages and especially the middle stages. In my book called Living a Successful Life, I talk about this middle stage of how we tend to ignore the process. Okay. We tend to ignore the process. So even when we're starting out, it's hard for us to really accept that even though we have such a big dream, that number one, things don't tend to go exactly the way that we think that they're going to go at first. So maybe we have the building, but maybe we don't have the furniture to furnish the building. Or maybe we have the building, but it's hard for us to get the lights turned on or the water, you know? Maybe we got the building and it's in a nice area, but people don't know who you are yet. So therefore, you don't get the kind of business clientele don't actually come through your doors the way that you thought that they would. And then what? What happens? Do you just quit? Do you just give up? Like Sonetta said, prepare your business for the for you as an individual to be able to afford the space wherever you're going to be, whether it's one location or multiple locations. You still got to prepare for you taking care of that off of what you're earning. And especially if you're full time, don't fool yourself into believing that it's just going to magically happen without any effort. Don't fool yourself into believing, like she said, you're going to have to deal with people. And if you are not a people's person, Let me tell you, you might as well go ahead and get out of business right now because no, for real, for real. Don't get out of business right now. But seriously, you're going to have to make some adjustments to learn how to become a people's person. Because, like she said, everybody's not going to be from the same background. What if your landlord, the person that you were renting your facility from, was a difficult person to deal with? What if, am I right, Savannah? Have
Mhm.
you ever had that kind of experience?
Just a
She
little
said,
bit. Just a little
just
bit.
a little bit, okay? And I know what she's talking about as well because we have four different locations for our businesses, for the businesses that I have, not just Kingdom Builders Business University, but the other Kingdom Builders brands that we have. And out of those four locations, one of the locations I've had some problems with the landlord. So I truly understand that if I wasn't a people's person, I could have ruined my business reputation just dealing with a location, just dealing with where am I going to consistently have my establishment be. And over the years, thankfully, like she said, with God's help, putting God first, I was able to have the type of characteristics that were good with being able to deal with people. People of all kinds, people who had different beliefs than me, people who decided that, that maybe they just want to come for me just because they don't like the way I look, or they don't like the way I talk, or they don't like the way I handle business. Whatever the reason, you still got to deal with people. And in dealing with people, you got to understand how to present yourself as a business owner. Woo, this is some
Mhm.
good stuff. Are y'all taking notes out there? Like this is some good stuff right here. You hear me? So, when I think about having your own place, having your own space, you know, it's possible. It's absolutely possible. But here's another thing that I think about. Have you counted the full cost?
Mhm.
Because I remember when I first started my very first location, well, actually, it was my second location, when I decided to step out on my own and I needed a building and I wanted an office. And I decided, like, okay, I'm going to spend about $700 a month for this space. It's really nice, et cetera, et cetera. And I was thinking, like, okay, I'm going to be here forever. Well, I didn't actually count the cost. I was really excited about the space that I was in. And I didn't really count the cost of how much is $700 in 12 months. So let's do that math. That's $8,400 for the year that I had not actually thought about for my business. That if business got slow
Mhm.
during a particular season throughout the year, then how would I accommodate taking care of just the rental space, the place where I'm leasing my offices, the place where my staff comes into work every day, the place where I got to keep the lights on in the water, the space where if somebody randomly decided that they want to come and just see us, and if we're not open or available, then what? So we gotta think about the full cost of the equation of being a business owner. We gotta think about how much does it really cost us for the year, not just for the month, and can we get into it? We gotta think about the middle process and the end of the process. How long do you want to stay at this location? So let's talk about this for a second. When you think about being a business owner, you want to think about being consistent. You want to think about your customers and what your customers are going to be used to. Are your customers going to be used to going to different locations if you decide to move? Are they going to be frustrated because once they get used to maybe about a year or two of being at one location, and then all of a sudden you decide that you want to move to a different location, that could be a problem for your clientele. And you could lose people in the mix of it all because you hadn't thought through the whole equation. So if you are a business owner and you decide that, oh, well, I didn't really think about, I might not like the landlord, I might not like the people who work around my building. Maybe the people next door are a problem and they got a lot of drama next to me. You know, maybe they got beliefs or practices that I don't really enjoy. I don't want to participate in, and nor do I want to be around. And that can pose a whole problem for you as a business owner if you decide to move. Thankfully, we have been at the same location since 2015. So that's what, 11 years that we have been at the same location, thank God.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we didn't have challenges. That didn't mean that we didn't have competitors. We had people that were doing the same thing that we were doing that were right next door, that were in the same hallways, that were on the same elevator. And then that's also something to consider as it relates to dealing with people. So, that is definitely something that you want to consider as a business owner or as a self employed individual before you decide to just go all out because you can in today's moment doesn't mean that you should all the time if you have not counted the costs. Now, you've been in business, Sonetta, for what,
Well, I've been a nail tech for over 21 years, I think.
21 years?
24. Yeah, 22.
Woo!
22 years. Yes.
22
Yes.
years. Wow. So that's a long time being a nail tech and
Yes.
doing what you do and specializing and being an expert up in there. Y'all see my toes down here? Ooh, looking good, looking
Yes.
good. Yes.
Yes.
So, being that you've been a business owner and you've had to have your facility for
Mhm.
so long, what are some of the challenges that you have had to deal with? I mean, because this is behind the scenes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we want to know the truth about what's
Okay.
going on.
Yes. I ain't want y'all to see my stomach down here. Oh, had to suck it in a little
Suck
bit.
it in, suck it in.
Um, okay. For 22 years, I probably have moved maybe a good 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
Like Miss Michelle was saying, I did lose a few clients because sometimes I might have been closer to some people. I might have moved further for some people. And then um, being in this location, what was the question again?
Like what are some of the challenges that you have endured?
Like she's with being in the same place with someone that does nails, that does hair, that same competition. Then I have seen where bad management, um, landlords, and I had to try to stay professional, even I done got upset and wanted to do something Nettle's way, and I probably have done things Nettle's way, and I do apologize for those people. But you have to be professional at all times. I'm just gonna be honest, Miss Michelle. One or two times I probably have got out of a character, but I always stay professional. Because your true character comes out when you have to suck up some things that you truly want to say. It might have come out on your face, but you have to stay professional at all times. But yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Okay, all right. So there you have it. So professionalism. That's a good one. I think that's a very good one, y'all. So when we talk about being a professional, do we even know what a professional looks like? Do we know what kind of things allow us to be a professional. So let's talk about character. What kind of character do you have as a business owner, as a person that's self employed? Do you have a professional mindset? Like, what is your character? What are your beliefs? What do you feel like is something that should be allowed throughout any race, throughout any height or size, or any background? Like, see, when we think about character, we want to consider all aspects of the individual. Professionalism is based on everybody being treated fairly and everybody being treated justly. Like, you don't want to come into an equation of just because maybe you handle normally a certain type of person. And if somebody comes in that's different into your establishment, that you've never dealt with before or you've never provided a service or product to before, you don't want to be like awkward. You don't want to be like, I don't know how to handle this person just because they look different or because they carry themselves. Maybe they come from a different background or different belief. How will you manage professionalism? You cannot do professionalism without character and without the kind of character that is going to be honest and the kind of character that is going to do what is fair and what is right every time. The base bottom line of a person with good character is somebody who is always going to do what's right with every single client they have, no matter what the situation, and they're going to do what is fair and just. They're going to do what's right every time. So I want you to really begin to think about your character. That's a really good one, Sonetta. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yes. So when we think about professionalism, if you're not trying to do what's right all the time, I ain't saying that we gonna get it right all the time, because I mean, we're gonna make mistakes. That's how we learn and that's how we grow. But if you're not considering the characteristics that you have as a business owner to really follow through, do what's right, to end up, treating people fairly. Would you treat a child, like if you got two kids, you gonna treat one child different than you treat the other one? Now I know we have those scenarios. Am I right?
You're right.
We definitely have those scenarios in our life where we might be a sibling or even ourselves as parents, may have felt some kind of way about our siblings, or our parents may have treated our sibling different than what they treated us. I mean, it happens, but that's not what's right, is it? How does it make you feel if you are not treated fairly? How does it make you feel if you know that someone is doing something that is not right by you? So, those are the kind of things that we have to think about as it relates to having good character. Having the right type of character and doing what's right all the time is a must. It is a must in professionalism as being a business owner, being self employed, or just being a person who wants to do better. Even if you're working on a job, it doesn't matter where you are or what place you are located in, what your background is. You just want to do the right thing. And you want to do the right thing all the time. And you want to be treated fairly. So that is the professionalism that Miss Sonetta is talking about. That's the professionalism right there.
Yes.
Yes, that she is talking about. So, as it relates to today's show, I just want to thank you all for watching. And I just want to say, if you are interested in learning more about being a business owner, come on over to KBBU. I'm gonna let Sonetta tell you. I'm gonna let her tell you because I'm the owner. So I'm gonna let her tell you what you need to do.
You need to come over to KBBU. It's an awesome, awesome experience. You learn about you as a CEO. Um, expand your vision, expand your brand. Trust me, KBBU is the way to go.
Oh, thank you so much. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, this is our special edition of KBBU Behind the Scenes today, coming to you live from one of our students who has her own facility, been in business for over 24 years and still going strong, successful. And y'all, listen, you need a coach. You can't just be out here doing everything by yourself. So go on over to www.kbbullc.com, get into one of the associates, bachelor's, or VIP master's class if you've already been to KBBU bachelor's. And let's do business the right way. Let's get in where we fit in. And thank you for watching today. Make sure that you are subscribed, though, so that you'll never ever miss another episode by hitting that notification button at the top of the screen. Make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit that notification button for all of our notifications, because you never know when we're going to pop up with a surprise episode right here on the KBBU TV show and podcast. All right, guys, that's all we have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next week. Wednesday, same time, same place. All right, maybe not. Maybe not the same place, but it will be a place. Okay. All right. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.